I literally look like a fool right now because I just took my hair out of a bun. But hello, today is January 30th. It is a Sunday. I blow dried my hair last night after coming back from Bloomington. I went to Bloomington. I don't know if I said this. I went to Bloomington Friday night. My face looks disgusting. I also just washed it. Anyways, I went to Bloomington Friday night and then drove back here Saturday morning because I just had to go and get some stuff. Including my braiding hair, which is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm just going to do this video and show you how I braid my hair. So right now it's blow dried, really big. Need to part it. I'm gonna have my mom help me part it into sections, and then I'll try to explain how I do it best I can. So when you are going to braid your hair, you can whisper to each other. So when you braid your hair, I have it parted into 3 sections. 1, 2, big part in the back. Can y'all stop? Now they're fighting. Okay, and then a rat tail comb, of course. And I use Shine and Jam Conditioning Extra Hold Gel, which I don't have a lot of this. I'm going to run out and it's not gonna be good. But yeah, and then I have color 33 hair that I use because it's like close enough to my hair color where it's not whack. But yeah, this is how you start. Okay, so I am by no means a pro braider. I am very beginner. I like to save money, so that's why I learned to braid myself, because why pay $100+ to have somebody else braid my hair when I can pay $10, $12 to buy the hair and products I need and do it myself. So I just ignore this, you know, keloids, piercings. But anyways, I've done like 4 braids. They're not the best, but you know what? They work. So I try to do my parts where they intersect with each braid. That way they're not like right on top of each other. And yeah, so you take your part that you want to use. My edges they were like dry before I blow dried my hair, so that's why they're so bad. But you want to put gel all around your part. Okay. I guess I shouldn't say around your part, all around your section, because you're pulling all around your section. You want it to be real nice. This is basically the only place where I put gel, but you know. Okay. So, and these are knotless braids, of course, so we're not gonna like put a rubber band or anything. You just want that to be all gelled up. Okay, so then you're gonna start braiding and do about 3 to 5 braids. So 1, do really tight, like pull as tight as you can. Okay, and then depending on how you braid, you might be putting your hair in a different spot, but I take my braid and I pull it between these 2 fingers right here and right here. Okay, so it's right here, and then I keep braiding so that my first braid crosses over the piece that I just entered. Okay, braid that down around 5 times ish. Okay, so I braided it not enough yet. So you want to do it to where you're adding the hair in the piece that doesn't have hair yet. So that's how much you want to braid down. But see, it got in there seamlessly. Take another piece, put it in the same area, and you keep braiding down. So you want to braid now to where you're adding the hair is 2 pieces that don't have hair in it yet. Okay, that was wrong. So there's 1 piece now that has 2 strands that were added, and there's 2 pieces that have only had 1 hair added. So you want to add your next piece into the 2 strands that only have 1 piece of hair added. That way it's all equal. Okay, so keep adding, keep braiding down. And this whole time, if you're getting strays that are like not in your braid, you can either just leave it. A lot of times I just leave it because I really don't care. Or you can just keep adding gel as you're braiding down. But yeah, I don't really add gel again until, like, if I'm doing bigger braids, I definitely add gel again. But if I'm doing smaller braids like these, I don't add gel again until I get to like the end of my natural hair, just to keep it in there and try not to have too much coming out. But if it comes out in the end, I just take my hair scissors and I just cut it and it'll be okay. But yeah, now you just braid all the way to the end, or like halfway if you want. This is the worst angle ever, but this was the best way that I was going to be able to film this, because I don't have anybody that can like film it for me here. But yeah, so I'm just going to braid it all the way down and keep parting, keep going, because like here you can see I have some pieces that are sticking out even though I put gel on the bottom, and all I'm going to do is take my scissors and cut it. It'll be okay. Yay. Okay, so here is a different view of me doing my hair. I actually got my sister to take the video for me, but as you can see, you know, I'm just braiding really tight on my scalp after putting in some gel. And again, I usually do like 3 to 5 braid sections, I guess, before I add a piece. But then you add a piece and you want that first braid to cross over the piece that you added, and then you braid down until the piece of hair that doesn't have an added piece of hair to it is on the outside, like how I did here. Add another piece of hair, you know, braid it in. That first braid crosses over the added piece of hair, and then you can see that there's a knot right there. Sometimes that happens, but a lot of the time you can just like adjust how you're braiding, because now it's gone. Like you just gotta like pull it instead of undoing it and starting over. And sometimes I just ignore the knots because I don't care that much. But yeah, so I added all of my pieces. Just kidding, haha, there's one more. So this is my last piece of hair to add. I usually only add 3 pieces of hair to each braid. I guess if I wanted it to be bigger, I could add bigger pieces. Or not bigger pieces, well yeah, bigger pieces, but also more pieces, because I wouldn't want it to be like really choppy. So I wanted to gradually get bigger from the root, and I might start closer to the root too. But yeah, so now I'm done adding all the pieces of hair, and you just braid and make sure the bottom doesn't get tangled. And yeah, different angle, very nice. That's me adding more gel to the end where my natural hair ends, so that it doesn't really stick out as much. But you can look at all of my other braids and see that there's a lot of hair sticking out anyways, and you know what, that's completely fine for me. I don't really care. If I wanted it to stay in, I would use more gel, but at the beginning of the video I told you that I didn't really have a lot of gel, so this is what it is. Okay, so I have 1/4 of my head is done, and I made my braids pretty small because I only had a couple bundles of hair that match my hair color, because I have some that are darker brown, but I wanted to use the 33. Excuse me. And yeah, it takes a while. If I'm not being crazy and watching TV and not doing it the way I should be doing it, it only takes me around 4 hours. But yeah. Oh, came out right away. Alright, so I'm almost done with my hair, but I started in the front this time, so I have the back left to do, and I probably have 3 more sections. But the back is like so much harder to do because I'm like twisting my head. I can't see anything. I have this mirror, but like I'm also sitting in the front room, so it's not like I can use it to see the back of my head because I don't have like a mirror in front of me. But yeah, almost done. Okay, so it is 11 something p.m. now. It literally took me all day to do these braids because I just like didn't want to do it. But yeah, when I finish it, I like to braid it like all the way to the end. I start around the middle, braid it all the way to the end, and it's hot water set hair, so you know, just dip it in the water because I like it to be a little wavy at the bottom, you know. So just braid, dip, and let it dry, which right now I'm about to go to sleep, so I'm gonna wrap my hair, let it dry overnight, and then tomorrow I will take a video showing what it looks like, you know, like final product. Okay, so here is the final look. I let the braids dry completely, and for me that was overnight. So I just took them out and it's all wavy. And I personally, here's my hair. This braid needs to be redone, but it's bringing it over. I personally don't like braids like the first like couple of days because it's too fresh, and I like it to be a little worn, I guess. Which is why I did my hair so early before going to Hawaii. But yeah, easy, cute, style it in many different ways. I like doing braids because it's like one day of a lot of work for 2 months of me not having to do anything to look good. So yeah, also after doing it, I use oil. What oil I use? I think it's like a rosemary mint oil is what I use, but I use oil in the scalp. And then a lot of people, you know, use mousse, but I never do because I just never buy it. But that is also something that you can do to like set your hair, I guess, or mousse or hairspray. I never do any of that. I just I braid and I go. But yeah, I hope this taught you how to braid a little. I know I don't do it the best. I just do it in a way that makes me look good and save money. So, like, share, enjoy, bye.